Hello, welcome to Chris Tech Rants. And the topic I chose for my very first video is online shopping. Is it safe? Is it? Is it really? Di nga. Well, short answer is no. So be sure to hit the like button and subscribe and see you in the next video. Biro lang. Before we go any further, quick word from my sponsors. Just kidding. Again, and seriously though, any potential sponsors out there would want to inquire, please feel free to email me at christechrants@gmail.com. And for some viewers who'd want to skip on through, timestamps here, but be careful though, you might miss out on some important information. Now, back to the topic, online shopping, is it safe? Medyo komplikado eh. So many things, yan, nagtatagalog na ako, alam ng seryoso na. Marami kailangan i-consider. Background information. As I've mentioned in my previous videos, I've recently built myself a computer, and all of its components were bought online and Instagram actually, or was it Facebook? Namatay yung monitor ko. Or was it Facebook? But when my friends found out about this, their questions were generally like, how did you know you weren't being scammed? How would you know the items would even reach you? Nako, pagdating ng items sa'yo, bogus yan. And then you won't be able to reach the shop any longer. So basically, ang concern is security. Long story short about my experience, yeah, I did buy it online, Instagram, but not before doing intensive research. Research like comparing prices from different channels. Channels like Amazon, obviously, but for a more practical venue for us living here in the Philippines, we have Lazada, Shopee, Facebook's Marketplace, Carousel, Instagram. Other things are researching on components, yung specific items that you're looking for. For example, I'm searching for one item in Shopee, and it turns out marami pala siyang variants. So you really have to know which variant you're choosing. Other things you could research on is the credibility of the shop. Actually, we had this one experience where we really got scammed big time talaga. But take note, we did our proper research, but still, ang dali, sobrang madali na gawa ng fake credentials. We even researched their financial background, location, previous buyers, the works, no? But ayun, na-scam kami, wala kaming mahabol, we didn't have any trails, chats lang meron kami. Other than that, wala na, nag-vanish na yung seller. Wala na, we just charged it to experience. We did report it to Facebook, we did report it to the police and the FBI, but they all told us na, well, the police, they told us na it really is a common thing na nangyayari sa marketplace. I mean, sa online shopping. So, be very careful when doing your shopping in Facebook and Instagram and Carousel, kasi people who sell stuff there, yung mga sellers doon, ang hirap i-vouch. Again, madaling mag-fake ng credentials. So that's one thing to be concerned of. After ng research or halo-halo na yan, communication, syempre, is important. What do I mean? Messaging shops. Me, before buying the component, ay nako, ang dami kong message na shops, sobrang dami. Sorry, singit ko lang to I made a promise to myself before na if I ever create a YouTube channel, may special shout out itong shop na to, D2 or D2, I don't know. First off, wala talaga sa akin. Sobrang maliit na bagay. Sobrang naiirita lang ako sa kanila because before buying the item, they specifically said, or we were messaging na 100% satisfaction guaranteed. If for whatever reason you're not satisfied, message us and we'll give you instructions on how to return the item. O yun, o di nag-message nga ako, But it turned out, kapag ka nag-message ka pala sa kanila, ibablock ka pala nila. So, I'm not saying I got scammed. All I'm saying is, it's not because they said this, they may choose to do another. So, I believe this shop is already closed, but if they're still open and just have another name and they see this video, I hope umayos-ayos na sila. Again no, mga maliit na bagay wala sa akin. Pero March 23 yon, 2020. Pero again, maliit na bagay. Going back, communication nga, no? So, ang dami kong message na shops. Some responded, some did not. So, obviously, I went for the ones who did respond and ask basic security questions. What are they? Questions like warranty information, return policies, basically, you'd be able to gauge by those two questions. First thing to gauge, their response time sa'yo. Ano ba? Prompt ba? Kasi ang concern natin dyan, you're still ordering, ang tagal-tagal pa nila mag-respond, potential buyer ka, how much more sa after sales, di ba? So, ayun. And whatever makes you feel secure, ask mo yung question. No matter how stupid it may sound, no such thing as stupid question, sabi nga nila, di ba? So, messaging and checking their profiles. Why is this important? To check the reviews of other buyers, like yung response time nila after sales, kasi nabili na nila yung item, nagkaroon pala ng problem. Tapos ang fluid nung transaction, nung return nila, nung experience nila, baka meron silang na ilagay na review or comments doon sa shop. It would be nice kung mabasa natin yung mga ganong comments. Another is mga satisfaction satisfied sila sa transaction nila with the buyer, with the seller. So, that's a good that's a good indicator din. Maraming bumibili, maraming buyers kasi nandun din, nakalagay din dun sa profile page nila kung ilan na ang nabebenta nila. Kaya kapag mag-order man kayo online and you did push through with the order, be sure to comment then, make a comment and share your experience so that other buyers will benefit from it as well. So, long story short, made even shorter, I did push through with my pagbili ng computer components. Actually, yung most of the components ng computer ko ngayon is bought sa B4B Solutions. Shout out sa inyo. But actually, they're in this transition of changing their name to Rig Block. So, shout out sa kanila. You're welcome. But before actually buying, syempre, no, na-scam na ako before, right? So, what happened, I later found out we have the same circle of friends. So, yes, online shopping siya, pero para na siyang shop referred by a friend na. So, yung credibility nung shop biglang nag-skyrocket sa akin. And, ayun, di lalo ako naging makulit sa kanya, lalong dumami yung inquiries ko sa kanya. Now, let's move naman sa mga channels ng shops, like yung Amazon, Lazada, and the likes. What I'd be sharing sa screen is Lazada, but not because I prefer Lazada over Shopee, but it's because yung sa mga points, parang credit card, di ba? Every time you use it, you accumulate points. So, same thing dito. So, nagkataon, at that time, marami na ako na-purchase na available sa Lazada. So, nag-accumulate na yung points ko sa Lazada, ayoko naman sayangin. So, parang naging go-to ko na si Lazada. But, case ko yun. Kung sa case nyo naman, most items, expensive items ninyo, nabili nyo sa Shopee, o di use Shopee, walang problema. But the idea is generally the same. So, that's what I'd be sharing. To note pala, when using these platforms, sometimes it'll be better if you use your cell phone because some features are omitted when using the computer. Features like yung sa messaging, Lazada in particular, mas optimized yung messaging kapag ka cellphone yung gamit mo. Another is yung feedback, reporting suspicious sellers. I can't seem to find it sa sa website dito sa computer, pero sa cellphone madali lang. One thing though sa reporting sa suspicious sellers, just be careful. For example, me, I do report marami ako nire-report na suspicious sellers, but I do it properly kasi baka kapag ginawa ninyo ng padali-dali lang, kawawa naman si vendor. So baka bigla siyang isara ni Shopee or Lazada na he's doing it properly naman pala, and baka may maapektuhan tayo. So me personally, what I do is I message the seller, maggawa kaming conversation, I ask, tapos kung hindi ako na-convince, I will tell him outright, sir, sorry, but you seem very suspicious, and I just want to tell you that I'd be reporting you to Lazada. And yeah, for some reason they'd stop messaging you back. So yeah, so I take screenshots of those, papadala ko kay Shopee or Lazada, and kudos kay Shopee. They take action, and you'd notice their action real quick, a week's time. Si Lazada takes a while longer, pero they do their part as well. And let's try to search for an item. Syempre yung sikat. The first one here, video card, RTX 3090. And like most people, I sort it with a price set low to high para maganda yung arrangement niya for me. Okay, RTX. Okay, we have a lot of cheap cards here. And if you did your research properly, you would know masyadong mura to for its going price. Halimbawa, ito, RTX 2080 Ti, 5,000 lang. Ang going rate nito nasa 30, 40,000 with the scalpers and everything. So, let's try and open it. 5,000 pesos. Details naman. Still available, 100% original, brand new, sealed in box with 1-year warranty. Installment also available. So, he's able to, or the seller is able to say everything we wanted to hear. And message us on Viber. Another flag. 0 reviews. Another flag. Okay. Pause muna tayo dito kay seller na to. Kung napansin nyo siya, ang dami na masyadong flags. Number 1, it's price. Mali na yon. I did mention earlier, kapag ka cheap, hindi naman necessarily fraudulent. In this case though, sa sobrang dami ng flags niya, mali na. Dapat na yan, you should be stepping away na sa seller na to. Hindi mo na dapat siya ine-entertain kahit konti. Why? Medyo unfair kasi kapag you would deem yung mga cheap priced items fraudulent right away. As mentioned earlier, baka naman hindi niya lang, baka second hand to. Tapos binebenta lang niya ng mura kasi kailangan niyang pera or hindi niya alam yung presyo nga. So, baka suspicious lang. Pero, next line, contact the shop through Viber. Lazada and Shopee will never tell you to contact a seller outside of its platform. Why? You should make trails. Dapat laging may trails. Trails are important when, like for example, you experience a mishap and you're trying to reach the seller and you cannot any longer for whatever reason. May mapapakita ka kay Lazada. Oops! Defective yung unit. Bogus yung unit na na-receive ko. Hindi ko na makontak si seller. Ito yung trails namin. May mapapakita ka kay Lazada or kay Shopee. Kaya importante ang trails. And lastly, yun nga, wala nga siyang reviews. Wala din siyang, hanggang dun lang yung description niya. So, wala kang mapagbabasihan. Wala pang bumili sa kanya. Okay, bakit may mga ganitong shops? Dapat napakadali na nitong ma-monitor if you think about it. Like for example, si Lazada, you might think, oh, meron ng ganitong shop sobrang mura ng item niya, fraudulent. Again, it's not as easy as that kasi. Kasi yung mga ganitong klaseng sellers, ang target niyan ay yung mga users na hindi masyado alam ang computer components or how to check on the components. Meaning, kapag binili ko itong card na to, two things may happen. Number one, pagkasaksak ko sa kanya sa computer, sira agad yung computer ko. So, second thing that could happen, pagkasaksak ko sa kanya and try to remember, I have no idea sa computer components on how to check kung legit ba yung item or not. So, going back, sinaksak ko siya, pag on ko ng computer, may display. If I don't know any better, I'd be happy na. Okay, gumagana na yung video card. Sulit na sulit ang 4,000 pesos or was it 5,000 pesos. Meron na ako RTX 2080 Ti. Masaya na ako doon. Yun yung mga target na clients nito ni seller. But, kapag na-check mo pala ng maigi, you will find out pala na ano lang siya, generic video card lang siya na pwede mo pala sanang mabili ng 1,000, 1,500 pesos, mga ganyang price. So, na-rip off ka pa rin. Okay, what to do kung na-rip off ka na nga? Ayun nga, try to contact the seller back. Baka naman nagkamali lang. And kung hindi mo na siya ma-reach, again, since we're doing all our communications within the platform, we have a trail. May mapapakita tayo kay Shopee. Shopee, na victimize ako nito, na nagkaroon ako ng fraudulent transaction. Hindi legit yung item na binigay sa akin. Fake siya. I want a refund. Okay, they will guide you through the process naman. That's why, emphasize ko lang, all transactions should be done within the platform. All communications should also be done within the platform. Payment, sasabihin sa'yo ni sige, meet up na lang tayo for the payment para sa better deal. No. Message ko na lang sa'yo sa Viber, tapos yung bank account details ko. No. Again, transactions within the platform, communications within the platform. Okay, balik ulit tayo dito. So, it's a no-go shop na ito. Balik tayo dito. So, I guess it's pretty safe to assume. You know what they say when you assume or not. Wag na, corny na joke na naman yon. Skip na natin yon. Siguro safe to assume na medyo suspicious na to lahat. Kung wala lang akong trabaho bukas, itong lahat na to, i-chat ko yan mamaya sana. Tapos, I'd be reporting it as suspicious sellers. Tapos, kay Lazada, to have a better result, we could apply filters. What are filters? Si Lazada, meron yan Laz Mall, meron yan Laz Global, meron yan fulfilled by Lazada. Si Shopee, if I'm not mistaken, meron siyang preferred shops. Ngayon, what are Laz Malls and Laz Global? Example, kami nung brother-in-law ko, we were buying an item na physically, nandun kami sa store or sa stall, sa booth, may binibenta sa amin sunglasses. Na-rip off pa kami into buying a fake sunglasses. Physical interaction na yun. Nadali pa kami. How much more sa mga onlines, di ba? Ikaw halimbawa, bibili ka ng laptop, 200,000 worth. Would you buy it sa bangketa? Or would you prefer sa may pwesto talaga sa mall like Abençons, ganyan? Syempre doon ka na sa malls, sa store na nasa mall, 'di ba? Na may pwesto, may security guard. Diyan natin bibilin yung mga expensive items natin, 'di ba? Same thing dito. Again, kay Lazada, they have Laz Mall, Laz Global, fulfilled by Lazada. Let's try to apply the filter. Laz Mall lang muna. Oh, and by the way, meron din silang filter dito underneath that, location. So, I'm from NCR. If you guys are from somewhere else, you could choose that option. And let's apply NCR. Let's apply Laz Mall. Nandyan siya. Yan. mas maganda na yung results natin ngayon. First one here, RTX 3060, 46,000. More expensive, pero considering the situation we're in, siguro pwede na to. Well, opposed dito sa katabi niya, talagang pwede na to, di ba? But again, I'm not saying this price is the one you should go for. Do your research about pricing, ha? So, let's open this RTX 3060. What you have to be careful now is, if you do further research, you will notice may mga 3060 na ranging from 50 to 65,000. Pero nakasulat 3060 Ti. Bear in mind, when you do your research, hindi lang sa price, pati syempre sa components. Ang 3060 is very different from 3060 Ti, as I hope you know. So, ito is only the 3060 variant, 46.9 thousand. Tapos, ito yung details niya. It's a Lazmall. Maganda yung reviews. Yung ratings niya, maganda. You could go to the store to view other items. Ito yung product details. Mukhang okay naman. Alright. Tapos, warranty guidelines and procedures. Very nice. And the process, okay. Tapos, pero, wala siyang reviews. So, yun lang yung downside niya. O sige, maaaring mall siya. No problem there. Maaaring legit yung item, no problem there. Pero I'd be concerned naman sa after sales. O, nabili ko nga yung item, kaso ako pala yung very first customer nila. Tapos, kakasimula lang pala ng store. Paano ko malalaman kung maayos siya mag-handle ng after sales inquiry ko, di ba? So, item may be legit, but yung customer, experience mo naman, baka maging poor. So, I will not choose this shop as well. And, balik tayo dito. I-back na muna natin to. Ayoko sa kanya. Sorry. And, meron dito si Citrix. We can see here, 5 stars. It has 1 review. Ayoko rin sa kanya. Ito, 5. Si Citrix din. Okay. Tapos, so on and so forth. Hanggat makuha mo yung gusto mong item, proper reviews, proper ratings, proper price, most importantly. So, ayun. So, napakita natin yung mga suspicious sellers and or possible fraudulent sellers. Tapos, we found out paano mag-apply ng mga filters and how important they are in terms of giving us some sense of security. Tapos, ayun, next naman, Lazmall or yung mga preferred shops nga. Hindi naman porket na preferred or Lazmall siya is you'd have 100% customer satisfaction, no? It doesn't go hand in hand. So ayun, before I recap lang, no, balikan ko lang sila Facebook Marketplace, Instagram Carousel, mga ganong klaseng platforms. I'm not putting them off. Actually, marami-rami na rin akong items na nabili sa kanila. Computer table ko. And actually, nalimutan ko na. Ito yatang UPS sa Facebook ko yata binili yan. I really forgot. Pero my point is lang, you really have to be careful. Kasi nga, again, I can't stress it enough. Ang daling mag-fake ng credentials. So, as long as you're confident, sure, wala naman yung risk factor, pasok naman sa level ng risk tolerance mo, go, it's your call anyway by the end of the day, di ba? So, again, ingat lang talaga kasi what we don't want to happen is ito na nga lang yung first online shopping experience mo in regards to buying computers, tapos palpak pa. Medyo nakakalungkot yun if ever. Now, to recap, online shopping, yeah, it may be safe if you're following certain procedures or process. So, one is do your research properly, checking for the credentials, background checks, the works as I've mentioned, and yung communication nga, make sure it's there before and after sales. Return policies, make sure malinaw sa'yo, malinaw sa shop, and naiintindihan mo yung return policy ni Lazada before going on with the transaction. Tapos, and lastly, kapag nagtuloy ka sa ordering mo, yung testing of the components, it's very important na matest mo siya right away kasi may mga easy returns yung mga Shopee and Lazada, di ba? So, you don't want to exhaust that period kasi kapag lumampas ka dun sa period na yon, you'd still be able to claim warranty and return the item. Yes, but there will be more hassle. Pero kung within ka dun sa period, agad-agad, mas mabilis ang proseso ng return. So, yun. And please, again, be gentle with your comments below. This is my first... No, actually, I'd appreciate some tough love siguro. Yeah, feel free to comment down below. And especially if I may have said something wrong, please don't hesitate to email me or just put it in the comments. And maybe I could edit it out and do necessary corrections. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button and be sure to subscribe as well if you want to. And yeah, see you in the next video. Thanks.